received our clearance now. And so we've tapped the hold out of suspend. Now the option is suspend, but it's not in suspend. And you see it's drawn like an oval now, which is fine. But the airplane will proceed direct. Questions are which way? Straight ahead. How low? 4,000. OMSIS is next. After OMSIS, it's 4,400 to Norik. Good.
Leopard Radio, this is Hotel Victor Mike, commencing the RNAV 24, just passing OMSIS.
Aircraft calling Leopard Radio, is that Golf Hotel Victor Mike?
Yeah, that is Golf Hotel Victor Mike.
Hotel Victor Mike, Leopard Radio, Roger, runway 24, wind 230 at 3, altimeter 2915.
2915, Hotel Victor Mike.
Hotel Victor Mike, Leopard Radio, did I miss your call 5 minutes before starting the approach?
You didn't. We were just done with center. We did a hold out by OMSIS, and then they transferred us over.
Roger.
Smooth so far. Winds are strong out of the southwest. Here at 6,700 feet, winds are 5.9 knots out of the southwest. It could be bumpy, we'll see. We've been told to expect bumps. So how would you describe this ride now?
Still light.
Yeah, continuous light, I'd call it now, starting at 6.
We'll see. They had the SIGMET, I believe, from 5,000 up to 12. We haven't really seen much at all. And in terms of which way, how low, what's next, our next turn is going to be a right turn heading 230 to Volat. We are a little bit high. We're coming down kind of as fast as we can.
Fast as we want to.
As fast as we want to. And we will likely pick up the glide slope on the next leg between Norik and Volat.
Altitude 1,000 to go.
We still have a number of feet to go. Sorry,
We'd like to pick up the glide path at Volat.
Yep, and we will.
Okay.
Right now we're going to be into that headwind, and we've got 6 miles till we're at Volat, so we're going to have no problem getting down to 44, and then once we're down at 44, we will, we'll be picking up that glide slope
from there.
We're on approach mode. We're starting to capture down at 44.
Glide is present.
Yeah. We're on final, so let's do pumps, igniters, pots, lights. Been cleared for the approach, not to land.
Well, our intention is a low approach, yeah?
Yeah, it's a low approach and go missed.
Okay.
Our minimum here, which we're going to go down to, is 3265. At 3265, we will be going missed. We're going to do full approach with
altitude 200 to go.
20 degrees of flaps. Then we're going to overshoot. And go missed to direct to Zovum.
All right, so the procedure for the mist is toga, pitch and power, clean it, gear flaps. So you'll only have one flap until the runway's in sight. So if you get to minimums and don't quote unquote see the runway, you'll only have 10 flaps. So it's positive rate, gear, flaps, trim, autopilot on.
Roger.
Altitude.
Like a takeoff. We'll be doing that from 120 knots as a Category Bravo aircraft.
And we are leveled off at 4,400. We do expect that glide path to start coming in here momentarily. That glide path comes in, we're going to put the gear down, we're going to go to 10 degrees of flaps.
I'm betting it comes in another 2 miles. that the way it's drawn?
Yep. It'll come in at Vollet.
Slide's alive.
Slide's alive. Northbridge Radio, Hotel Victor Mike, passing Vollet. We just got light continuous chop on the way in.
Hotel Victor Mike, roger. And wind now 220 at 16, reporting the missed approach.
Roger that, report miss, Hotel Victor Mike. Okay. So, we are coming down. Yeah. Flaps.
Power to 300. Verify 3 green.
3 green.
That's all done up there.
Okay, missed approach. We're going to go toga. We don't want toga yet, do we? Or can we get that set? We're basically just waiting till we don't see
we're
it.
We're going to fly straight to minimums on the autopilot. And instead of pressing the red button here to take off the autopilot, you can press toga, which will take off the autopilot, and pitch the toga bars 8.5 degrees nose up, wings level.
And at the same time, when you're doing toga,
pitching and powering.
You want the power before the toga?
No. Pitch, toga, pitch and power. Pitch and power is one word. So it's toga, comma, pitch and power. Clean it, trim it. That's the third word. Fourth word is autopilot on. D-bar's the blue. Airplane's doing as commanded.
The
Recommend you do the mist just for tidiness. Do it at 3,300.
3,300 will go missed. Can I set a limit on this at 3,300?
You should set whatever the book calls for, whatever the procedure calls for.
Okay.
And you may do that now.
Sorry?
You may do that now.
At the altitude?
At the altitude, the mist. Well, actually, yeah, you may. Go ahead and do that. And
so how am I doing that? I'm just hitting altitude?
Turn the little knob. When you press toga, if there were a number in there, it would go to dashes, and you could recall that number with a push. However, there is no number there. So after you're back on the autopilot...
I'm going to hit toga now. We're at 3-3.
All right, go for it. Pitch and power. Yep.
Autopilot disconnect.
Power. Pitch and power. Wings level. Set power. The numbers needs to start with a 12. That's nice. No. Clean it. Trim it. Clean it, trim it. Nope. Clean it. Yep. Trim it. Anchor your fingers and turn on the autopilot. Keep your hand away from the power in rough air. Now put your number in there.
But I want to be on nav.
Yeah, if you're going to fly the whole published mist. Yep, exactly. Yep. Yep. And call the mist. We'd like a turn in the hold, and then we'll take our next clearance.
Northbridge Radio, this is Hotel Victor Mike in the mist. We're going to be heading to Zobham, and then we'll be looking for a right turn out to Saskatoon.
Hotel Victor Mike, Lethbridge Radio, contact Edmonton Center 132.75 through 6,000 feet.
Roger, 3275 up to 6,000, Golf Hotel Victor Mike.
Hotel Victor Mike, Lethbridge Radio, just to confirm what altitude?
Altitude 200 to go.
Say again, sorry, what altitude? Just had the autopilot cut in there, Hotel Victor Mike.
What altitude were you cleared to in the missed approach?
Cleared to 9,000, Hotel Victor Mike.
Hotel Hotel Victor Mike, Roger. And yeah, just to clarify, just contact him and Center 36000. I'm not changing your clearance at all.
Roger that, Hotel Victor Mike.
Lethbridge Radio, hello from CamWest 92.
CamWest 922, Lethbridge Radio.
I'd like to get the IFR back to Calgary, please, planning off our runway 24.
CamWest 922,
Altitude.
runway 24, wind 220 at 17, gusting 23, altimeter 29.
That's most important.
13. Traffic in the missed approach through 4,800
And we can actually go up to 9,000 as we were cleared.
There'll be a short delay on your clearance until they're back with center and re-identified.
We could take out the
yeah,
IFR
so
departure if it's,
I think he's expecting you.
CamWest 922, Roger, VFR.
No, we got to go to Tulov. That's our flight plan route.
Right, but don't be in a rush. In other words, if you need to turn the hole to catch up, take your time. There's no hurry.
CamWest 922, your VFR departure is approved. Expect clearance within 25 miles on course.
All right,
Squawk
now
5215.
begin your climb.
5215 and BFR departure is approved. Expect spirit of clearance 5 miles on course. CamWest 92.
Push the power up, make it start with a 12.
Couldn't tell if it's 5 or 25,
And then
but it's
tap-
25 miles.
Tap your IAS down to
25
130 knots.
miles.
Do that now.
CamWest
Get my
922,
power.
correct contact.
Right here.
In the center,
Do this now.
132.75 through 6,000 feet.
That's what's going to get you climbing. And now trim the power.
We'll be taxiing shortly.
CamWest 922, Roger.
Trim the power. Start with a 12. Okay, very good. We're on our way. Pumps, igniters, hot light starts, flash, trims, pressure, peanuts.
Good. Okay, so we're climbing through 6,000. We'll go back onto center.
Dick Rochford, fly safely. Train off it.